There we go. Cousin Kenny operating the most technologically advanced instrument he ever has, ever. We're gonna get everyone's levels up. All mics are live. All mics are live. Gordon, quick mic check.
Checky 1, 2 on the 3, 4, 5.
Great. And we're gonna do the cold open intro, and you're not gonna see it in the video. And here's our practice for you, Gordon. Ready? We're gonna do the silent 2 and 1. So give me both of those beats. And the practice is 5, 4, 3.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. There's pirates off the stern, and I like the teabag.
Good. Was that it? Nice. Was that it? Nice.
And stop.
You wanted to rehearse it?
Backup rolls, DV captures. We're rolling. Quiet, please.
Never goes the way you want it.
It could be.
Quiet, please. Stand by. Settle, guys, please. Settle. Remember, lots of lives on, guys, so try to keep settled during the show. Laugh when you're supposed to laugh, though. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
You're supposed to cry.
420.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. There's pirates off the stern, and I like to teabag. You're watching Monkey News Source.
That was nice. Who wrote that?
Schleppy, get off my shot. Get out of the shot.
Government agencies set out to genetically alter the minds of lab chimpanzees. Soon the monkeys evolved and one escaped in an effort to speak truth to power and to help cure the ills of the world around him. Chimp number 59307 decided to broadcast a nightly news program from his apartment deep within the concrete jungle. And now, the Monkey News Source with Gordon Goodall.
That's the cue to clap, everybody. Let's go. Hey, it's a go. All right. Well, good evening. Good evening. I'm Gordon Goodall. This is the Monkey News Source, your #1 source for news online, and thanks for joining us. We are coming at you live from the Miracle Mile here in Los Angeles, California. And tonight we have a very special treat because we have a peanut gallery. Make some noise, you gallery peanuts. Outstanding. So we got a lot of show to get to, but first let's do a quick round robin of introductions. Back with us again after her hiatus with the Apple Sisters. Please welcome back to Monkey News Source, Rebecca Johnson from the world famous Apple Sisters.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I was on my Sea to Shining Sea Coast to Coast tour in New York City.
How did the Coast to Coast
It
tour
was
go?
wonderful. We performed in New York, and now I'm glad to be back in sunny California.
Yeah, you came right back for the
It's
heat wave.
sunny. Yeah. Hey, I just want you to know that a bunch of people, an Honest Fraud, a couple other people, they really love Schleppy, and they said, "Where's the Schleppy show?"
Oh, wow.
Just so you know.
I smell spin-off.
Oh,
That's exciting. So, we'll have to talk to the producers about that and see if maybe we can, Schleppy might get his own show.
Yeah, the monkey in charge.
Also with us, my lovely co-host, as always, please welcome to Monkey News Source, Tamara Malaga from JoshandTamara.com.
Everybody. How's it going?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Nice new backdrop you got
I
there.
know, it's pretty high tech over here these days.
Yeah, that's pretty fancy there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, actually, your screen behind you is pretty cool. The skyscraper.
Not a screen. This is an actual window of Los Angeles at 11 p.m. at night.
Wow.
So.
You should adjust the background. It looks a little like
Yeah,
daylight.
I think they're doing construction. Someone must have left a work light on.
Well,
before we get started with the big show, we want to take a quick moment to thank all the people who gave their generous donations. I know times are tough right now, and we certainly do appreciate the money. So we want to take a quick second to shout out to all the people who won the DVD competition from last week's episode, from 2 weeks ago episode, and all the folks who donated. So Tamara, you got a list there?
yeah, the Bolt DVD contest was a huge success. Like we had a big winner, Emma Carr. We also want to thank Tumor20 and Joseph S. and Poolman and the DCD for your support and your donations. And you guys have awesome autograph stuff from the Bolt, Mark Walton's autograph posters and DVDs, so enjoy.
Yeah, so that was a big deal. We got a lot of good freebies, and everyone got something in the mail, so that's exciting.
And also, please remember, if you guys like what you see, donate on the donate button underneath the screen right there. Just click donate anytime throughout the whole show.
Yep, anytime during the show and anytime you're watching our archive things, the stream can always use the cash. So, enough shilling, let's get to it. I want to bring out our special guest right away because he decided that he was nice enough to join us during the news this evening. So we have a lot to talk about, but I want to introduce this guy. Let me just say quickly that his IMDb account online is over 7 pages long. This guy has been in everything. Everything. It was like impossible to get the bio together for this guy. So I want to bring him out now. Let's play that video reel. Here comes the introduction. All right, so our guest tonight, Richard Reilly's television appearances include Dragnet, Falcon Quest, Quantum Leap, The Golden Girls. He's played opposite Jennifer Aniston in Ferris Bueller's TV series, was in Roseanne, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Murder, She Wrote, L.A. Law, Ally McBeal, The Practice, The Odd Couple 2, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Chicago Hope, Home Improvement, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The West Wing, ER, Grounded for Life, Boston Legal, The George Lopez Show, The Young and the Restless, to name a few. Movies include Fried Green Tomatoes, Free Willy, The Fugitive, Stewart Saves His Family, Casino, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Lethal Weapon 4, Mighty Joe Young. He played Tom Schmeikowski from Office Space. Was also in Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, Beethoven's Fifth, Home on the Range, The 12 Days of Christmas, Hatchet, and the star of our very own Brian Steele's Small Town News. He is the hardest working actor in Hollywood, and we are very lucky to have him as our guest. So let's bring him out. Please welcome to Monkey News Source, Mr. Richard Reilly!
Hey!
Oh!
Thank you. Great to be here.
Outstanding. Welcome to the show, Richard.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be
Can
here.
I tell you something? Are your eyes blue or brown? I can't tell on the monitor.
Well, they were blue, but I've taken all this medication. They've turned brown. Some people say it's bullshit, but
Because your new backdrop is just, it just brings out the color in your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
And thanks for joining us. I gotta say, your credits, just too many to mention. And right before the show, this was funny. Richard went through the credits and said, could you please cross out Wedding Crashers? Because he was never in Wedding Crashers.
No.
No, but I was on his IMDb credit list.
Right, did you
so-
audition for Wedding
I
Crashers?
auditioned for it. I never heard from them again, and they suddenly showed up on this list. So I don't know.
You
Well,
need a
thank you for
paycheck.
joining us. And we're gonna be talking to Richard later about his illustrious acting career. But first, he's gonna talk to us with top stories. But please, while we're doing top stories, you guys make sure you write in some questions. Rebecca will jot down the good ones, and we'll talk to Richard about them shortly. But first, ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again here on Monkey News, because it's what we do. Top stories.
Now the president just in. Today's top stories.
Top stories. Tamara, hit me.
Top stories. It's April 20th, 2009, and you know what that means? It's 420, man.
Yeah,
National I Love Marijuana Day.
Chaka,
What's that?
chaka,
Oh, here you
chaka.
go.
Break out the joints, cast. We
My
got the big
joints.
boobies for everybody.
President Obama.
Chaka my spliff man. Richard really does not disappoint. Oh, he's backwards token.
Hit me. Blow it this way. Blow it this way.
Shotgun.
Oh, yeah. What's that called when you do
yeah.
mouth to mouth with the smoke? Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Richard really is shotgunning Tamara.
Yes, I just got shotgunned by Richard. Really.
Thank God it's not teabagging. Totally different show. Okay, Tamara, top story. Let's do this. 420. What's in the news, baby?
Okay, well, President Obama recently visited Felipe Calderon and President of Mexico to discuss measures to reduce drug cartel activity and increase border security.
Yeah, okay, big deal. This is a big deal. This was happening a while back, but since it's 420, it's topical once again, and we're all stoned, so let's talk about it. Here's the answer, okay? I want to know what you guys think at home. But personally, I think we should legalize marijuana. Not all drugs, just marijuana, okay? And Carlos Santana, he had a statement that he put out this week, and I couldn't agree with him more. Let me see on my computer here. I have it. He says, legalize marijuana and take all that money and invest it in teachers and education, and you would see a big change in America. I could not agree more. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Anybody? Tamara, what do you think, Tamara?
I actually think it's a gateway drug that people get bored of it and then they're gonna go to try heroin, cocaine, and then probably get a gun and shoot people, commit suicide, and then people have unwanted babies because they're just having sex and stuff because they're all high.
Really? Because
so.
they took the marijuana, then they take heroin, shoot someone, and have a baby.
Yes.
Okay. So that's your argument, basically.
Well, I'm just saying it's a gateway drug, so.
I've been smoking marijuana my whole chimpanzee life. Okay? And once I moved to California, that was very exciting to get it medicinally. And suddenly I became very depressed, had to get a prescription, and everything's fine.
Glad to hear that.
But the thing is, legally. But I don't see it as a gateway drug. I don't do heavy drugs. I just think that the money that they could make off of taxing marijuana, statewide, nationwide, would be a lot of money. You know, there are a lot of people who smoke pot in this country. And for the people who don't smoke pot, it's not like they're going to go out and get it because it's legal. I've been to Amsterdam. They're not walking around smoking pot all day.
Yes, they are.
Well, Richard, what do you think, Richard?
Well, it's supposedly the #1 cash crop in California, although there seems to be some discrepancy about exactly how much cash is being involved in it, and whether it's legal or illegal, and how they're going to tax it. But I think that if they use it, the tax money for education, that'd be great.
Right. So you're kind of pro then. You think it's not the worst idea in the world.
Yeah, but although I never smoked the stuff.
Over here in the chat room,
Yeah, it's all
what do you got
hypothetical. Yeah.
Belcher Boys in the chat room says that Frito-Lays would love if marijuana was legal, and I totally agree.
Good point,
Doritos,
good point.
Frito-Lays, any kind of snack foods, I think they'd really like that. So, you know, it's a bad economy. Let's legalize pot.
Let's do it. I mean, come on. And you know, here's the thing. The reason it's pertinent to that story is that we wouldn't have the drugs and the guns and the money coming in and out of Mexico all the time. Coke, fine, whatever, fly it in, who cares, okay? But like, you know, because there's movie stars in Hollywood, they got to do something with their time. But you know, marijuana, Jesus, I mean, you know, you can grow that stuff anywhere. We could all make a fortune. I used to grow it in college. It was easy.
How did you, like, in your,
Monkey
what did your
college?
roommate say? Like, what did your roommate say?
No, I went to an American university. I was a lab chimp at the time.
Oh.
So, you know, I had access to all sorts of crazy shit. You know, grow lamps. Anyway, I think it should be legalized. All right, next story.
Next story. It's the 10-year anniversary of the Littleton, Colorado Columbine High School Massacre. Dylan Keybold and Eric Harris killed 12 students, 1 teacher, and themselves 10 years ago.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a bad one.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Bad news.
It really is kind of sad because of, you know, so many school shootings. And we're doing a lot of hot topics tonight. I don't want to drag anyone down because it is 420. So let's talk about this.
Choke 'em if you got 'em.
That's harsh. Okay. You know, the problem with this whole thing is that the gun problem. This is a gun issue. And this is weird because I found this passage today online that was in the journal of one of the kids who did that killing, which is sad, you know, because it's all these school killings now. It's like when I was a young chimpanzee, okay, growing up in the forest, I'd get upset, you know? But you know what I'd do? I'd climb up a tree, I'd cry, I'd pout a little bit. This is my pout, right? And then I'd come back down out of the tree and I wouldn't kill anybody, you know? I'd just hang out, I'd be over it, you know? And like these kids have the same problems that all the kids do in high school, but if they didn't have access to guns, they weren't using semi-automatics or anything. They were using pistols and shotguns at the time. But now it's like, it's out of control. People are killing people all over the place. Get a hold of yourself, peoples. Seriously, should guns be legal? Anyone? Tamara, guns legal?
Yeah, I think they should definitely legalize gun control. I mean, everything I say gets booed.
Do you really think so? Because
I mean, it's the Second Amendment. Everybody has a gun, and some like stupid ball honky like somebody like gets a hold of a gun and they go crazy
But that's the thing. It's like the Second Amendment. It's like such an outdated amendment because they needed the guns back in the day when
right.
they were protecting their ranch or whatever the hell they were doing.
At the 5 points.
You know, there were
Remember that
Indians
movie?
everywhere. They had to kill them with something, you know.
Yeah. Like 5
so they used
points,
guns. Good
Gordon.
for them. Or could have used rocks.
Over here in the chat room,
Yes, chat room.
Cupcheck said that when he was in high school, 10 kids got arrested for guns. They had them in their lockers, and they had a list of people they wanted to kill. His name was on the list. You know what?
Wow.
I'd say he's probably not a fan
I
of
think
guns.
Cupcheck. I mean,
Not a fan.
There's only 2
Cupcheck.
people who need guns. Cops and the military, okay? Nobody else needs a gun. What do you need a gun for? Hunting?
to shoot
Whatever. Have
people.
you seen a deer? I was hiking the other day, okay? And there were 4 deer, like 10 feet from me. I could have thrown my chewing gum at them and hit it. These deer, you know, they're not they're not hard to kill.
Would that make you be able to eat them if you threw your gum at them?
Well, I mean, if I hit it, you know, if it was pretty stale gum. And, you know, I could have knocked one out.
Well,
and I wouldn't have eaten it.
You certainly don't need a semi-automatic weapon for that. I mean,
Right.
it won't leave much to eat after you're done with it.
Or a sawed-off shotgun.
Or sawed-off shotgun.
I mean, like a pistol,
You'll be
I get
picking
it,
out
right?
all those pellets forever.
Right, because
Yeah.
I saw the Dirty Harry movies, okay?
Yeah.
You have to be pretty talented with a 6-shooter.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an easy gun to shoot. A lot of kickback, you know?
Gordon, actually, I was traumatized. My dad, he used to have a gun hidden in the house.
Oh.
And I was just like, where is this gun? I used to always just creep around, like, trying to find it. I couldn't find it. He claims, like, well, he didn't claim. He actually did. He took it out to try to shoot squirrels in our backyard, to like, because they kept digging up the grounds.
Oh,
and
that's
like one day
sad.
he actually took it out.
Yeah.
I'm getting booed for that for I don't know why. It's a childhood traumatic story, and I'm getting booed. And he's like take it out. He used to like open like the back door and just like peek it out just a little. He wouldn't even he wouldn't go outside with the gun. And yeah, so and that scared the crap out of me when I was little. I mean, and now I am who I am today because I'm.
It shaped you forever.
My squirrel had a gun. My
Richard,
squirrel had a gun and used to shoot at my dad, and that was horrible.
Richard, you've played lots of police enforcement characters, lots of cops, detectives, and such.
Definitely.
I mean, how do you feel? I mean, you've held movie guns. Ever shot a real gun?
I have shot real guns, yes, but
It's
only
fun,
at
right? I
targets.
mean, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a certain kind of a thing to it. But when I did a movie called Glory, and one of the actors in it, Jimmy Kennedy, played the country boy that was the incredible shot. And he came out here after that movie opened, and all he could get cast in was robbers and hoodlums and that. And he vowed that he would never do another movie in which he had to shoot a gun.
See, that's a good Hollywood point.
Yeah.
Guns are bad because they typecast people.
Exactly.
So, you know, let's face facts here. I just want to read you this passage because I found this kind of interesting because this is exactly, yeah, I feel the same way as this kid. Not that I would go and kill people, but this is one of his journal entries that was found after the Columbine killing. Let's see what it say. You know what I hate? Star Wars fans. Get a frickin' life, you boring geeks. You know what I hate? People who mispronounce words like Pacific for specific and espresso instead of espresso. You know what I hate? People who drive slow in the fast lane. God, these people, they don't know how to drive. You know what I mean? You know what I hate? The WB network. Oh, Jesus, Mary, Mother of God, I hate that channel with all my heart and soul.
I hate all those things. I hate them.
I know. I found myself saying the same thing driving down the freeway the other day, past the WB. So, you know, I can kind of understand why the kid did it. I guess. There's no joke there. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting. It's my show, so screw it.
Yeah.
Let's take a pipe pit there.
A pipe. Yeah, people want you to talk about weed, but Sponge Rich said that cops should use the timeout method instead of having guns, so that even they don't need guns. Oh, wait a minute.
Interesting.
Juten77 said Richard was on the WB, he thinks. So,
Well, I don't want to slander that.
I think it was only on the CW. I don't think I've ever been on the WB.
CW, okay. Doesn't count. Grounded for life. Let's see. Anybody else in the chat room talking about? Some of the people are a little upset about the gun control talk. I think they don't.
Oh, really?
They
Do
don't
you want to
hear
move
about
on?
it.
Let's move on to a topic everyone
Yeah.
likes.
Oh, I know.
Here, Tamara, top story number 3. I just have to say, this was a pretty intense week in news, and we're diving back into news here on the Monkey News Source. So if you guys want your infotainment, Entertainment Tonight is the show for you. But, you know, I think we do a pretty good job of reporting the news. So this is another big story. So, Tamara, hit me with this one.
Yeah, number 3, right, Gordon?
This will cheer you up.
Okay, Tea Party protests happened all over the country this week to protest big government lack of fiscal responsibility.
Interesting.
So it's all about tea bags.
Tea bags, right?
Tea bags.
And I don't know if anyone saw some of the news channels this week, but they said the word tea bag over and over. And MSNBC, they did like a whole, because I don't know if anyone understands this. In my humble opinion, as some of the other, you know, left-winger media elite do, think that this whole teabag thing was like a big Republican ploy to kind of get people out there. The Peanut Gallery had something to say about that. A Republican ploy to get the word out there that Obama, you know, he's not doing such a great job, and maybe we should protest, and taxes boo, and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I pay taxes, okay? Everyone's got to pay taxes. It's a fact of life. Born, taxes, death, right? Is that the thing? Sex, somewhere in between. And wee-hee.
You're lucky.
So, you know, if you're lucky.
I just want to see a montage of newscasters and some graphic designer just like literally teabagging like the newscaster. And that would have made my whole day. Like YouTube, instead of like this American Idol thing that's a big hit on YouTube, I want to see like someone make a graphic of teabagging the newscasters.
Yeah, we'll
that
talk
can
about the
happen.
Susan Boyle thing in a sec. But, you know, the teabag thing is just hilarious because the Republicans, you know, they can't seem to even like plan that right, you know. Teabag. You know, I get the symbolism, the teabag, the Tea Party, whatever. But, you know, they could have used something else, you know. MSNBC literally was like, Rachel Maddow If anyone's seen the Rachel Maddow show, you gotta watch it. She's great. She's a really intelligent lesbian who's got tons to say. And not that there's lesbians. That sounded wrong. The point is, I'm describing
really
her. She's a
amazing.
lesbian. Whatever. She's gay.
All right,
Prop 8. Anyway, she's very intelligent, and I absolutely love her show. And I'd love to have her on as a guest. Rachel, if you're listening, we love smart lesbians like you. You should come on the show. So, but she said teabag like 1,000,000 times. It was hilarious. You guys need to YouTube it. Not now, because you're watching our show.
Gordon, I'm sure in her past she's probably done that before. Maybe she was never.
That's not a lesbian thing. That's not a lesbian
Was she
thing.
ever straight? Was she ever straight before? Maybe in like junior high.
I know lots of straight people that don't have any idea what it's And good for them. What do you call nuts on a wall?
Walnuts.
What do you call nuts on a pea?
Peanuts.
What do you call nuts on your chin?
Teabag.
Blowjob. Okay. Good stuff. My right hand thought that was hilarious. Okay. So let's talk about this real quick. So this is on a lighter note. My left hand thought that was good. On a lighter note, I want to discuss the Susan Boyle thing because this is a big thing in entertainment this week. This lady, lifted up all of Britain, all their attitudes by singing. Okay. Did anybody see this? Anyone at home? Richard, did you see this by any chance?
I saw it a million times on TV, yeah.
Because I saw it online, and I cried. I literally cried. I've been so downtrodden, trying to make the rent, Monkey News doesn't pay what it used to. And I've been wearing the same shirt and tie for 10 episodes now. So I'd love to go shopping, so donate. But, this lady was like this, frumpy-looking old British lady. Welsh, she was Welsh. She came on and she sang. Tamara, were you not blown away by her?
Oh, I was. I actually got chills and teary-eyed, and just the song choice. Everything I'm saying is getting booed tonight. No, I seriously thought, good for her. She really proved to everybody she got some pipes in her,
Altoid 05 says that she better win. So.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
win.
She better win, but here's the thing. Then today on YouTube, they released the other clip of one of her stiffest competitions. It's like this 6-year-old kid, also Welsh. He comes on, he sings this song. It's Simon's like, wait a second. That was horrible. It's a bad start. Do you have anything else, right? And he's like, yeah, I sing that Michael Jackson song. What the hell's the name of it? When God made you, what the hell song is that?
It's
Does anyone at home? Does anyone home?
Anybody? How about the home
This
viewers?
shit is strong.
Okay. Any of the home viewers that can tell us right now, can Google
song
it or
is
YouTube
that?
it? What
Yeah.
song that little kid just sang?
It's that Michael Jackson
he killed.
song.
He was identical to
He
Michael
had some
Jackson.
kind of Hungarian name, but he was Welsh.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Anybody could chime in and tell
he
us what that's-
sang, and it was like
Since you went away.
Since you went
Oh,
away.
okay.
Yeah, Shikama.
Right.
Who
Great,
said
thank
that?
you.
Shikama.
Oh, thanks, Shikama.
Yeah, and let me just tell you something. Thanks, Shikama. Let me tell you something. This kid was amazing. Amazing. And it's just Britain really does have talent. And America, we have, I don't know what we have.
We have
We
really,
got that guy
we
with
have
the
really,
crazy hair.
we have really obese people.
We have really fat people. But at least in England they can sing. So go watch that. I wanted to end the news on something light because, we had some torture stuff we were going to talk about, but
Yeah.
I don't want to get you down. It's 420, man.
Oh,
it up.
Gordon.
Chaka,
Do you know
chaka.
what, Gordon?
Huh.
420 is also Hitler's birthday.
Oh, well, that's-
So I'm just throwing it out
That'll
there.
bring you up.
Just
That's,
throwing it out
that's
there. Yay. Finally, I get an applause. Well, I just applauded myself.
Yeah, well, I think we all know how I stand on the Hitler issue. Big fan of him being dead. See what I did there? Okay. So, all right.
He's an
So you know
idiot.
what?
Soul Legend says. Nice one, Soul Legend.
So I really want to get to talking to Richard really because we got a lot of questions to ask him. So we're going to get to Richard really right after this commercial break, and then we're going to talk to Richard. Roll the break.
Folks, why don't you take a moment to donate some money right there on the button at the bottom of your screen to the stream.tv We need the cash. And you know, if you donate more than $2, you get a handy-dandy Josh and Tamara Show sticker. And if you donate more than $20, you get a really amazing autographed signed picture of Gordon Goodall himself. Just like that one over there. Handsome. We also have these amazing Gordon Goodall original t-shirts for sale. Go to joshandtamara.com to buy one now.
That's right. You better go. Sorry, I was doing bong hits under the desk. Hey yo, 420 man, I am ripped. And I still got another one.
Oh,
man.
Gordon.
Chaka.
Oh, you listen to reggae?
Yeah, you like that? Hang on.
Nice.
This is what I smoke pot out of. This is my bong. Oh.
Is that your bong?
Yeah, I got a rubber chicken bong.
And where do you suck it? Where do you blow in and suck or whatever?
That's none of your business.
You should
All right.
teabag that bomb.
It's time for the Richard Really interview. Richard Really, thanks again for joining us, buddy.
Hey, great to be here.
Hot.
All right, so Richard, let's get a little background on you because I got to tell you something. I'm not making this up. Your bio is ridiculous. You've been working nonstop since you got in front of a camera, I feel like. And I want, I got a lot of questions. So just tell the folks at home, because we're getting a lot of people on the chat board here. They recognize you from different projects, and I know you best probably from Office Space. But where'd you get your start? And how'd you get your start in TV and film?
I started doing theater, did theater for about 23 years all around the country. Then I went to New York with a Broadway show, Execution of Justice, stayed there for about 10 years, and came out here when Glory opened, I think in December of '89, and was cast in the Ferris Bueller TV series on NBC.
So Glory was the first big motion picture.
Glory was the first really noticeable one. I had a little bit in Rooster Cogburn and the Lady. I did an American International Pictures thing called Joyride about the Alaska pipeline. But yeah, Glory.
That must have been thrilling.
It was fun, actually.
Because I guess it was about a pipeline.
Yeah.
In Alaska.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, once they have the pipeline going, then they just have to keep filling it.
So wait, who directed Glory? That was a big director, right?
Yeah, Ed Zwick.
Yeah, and that won like Academy Award for Denzel Washington.
Denzel
right?
got one. They got one, I think, for the music, and I think they got 3.
He was great. I mean, that was
he
a
was
great movie.
incredible in it. Yeah.
So Tamara, we'll do a double team interview. Tamara, you got another question?
And while I double team, I want everybody at home to think of some questions as well, because we'll get to your questions. So think about some awesome stuff to ask.
Oh yes, please.
I heard, Richard, that you speak different languages. What languages do you speak, and can you say something in that language?
Well, I spent a year and a half studying in Germany, so I can say a couple things in that. Guten Morgen, guten Nacht, was für ein Esel bist du?
What? Wait.
That was
so wait, let me
offensive.
translate. That's good morning, good night, and why is my pretzel all wet? Was that close? No, not really.
Close enough.
What does that translate?
It means what kind of an ass are you?
Oh, good. Oddly enough, the only thing I know how to say in Spanish is ¿Dónde está el burro?
El burro es un animal importante. El burro es el vehículo del hombre pobre.
See, a pumpernickel is driving in my car.
That's right, yeah.
We're going to do the whole rest of the show in Spanglish and Germanish.
That's great.
And I'm going to keep petting this
Short
chicken's
show.
butt. Good chicken. Okay. So I have some questions. So Tamara dug this up. I was kind of interested in this.
Yeah.
Apparently you were up for a role of Cliff Calvin on Cheers. Is there any truth to that?
No truth whatsoever.
Oh, no.
I was up for a movie of the week about the guys that were stuck on in the mine thing that and John ended up getting cast in that role. I imagine I've lost a couple of roles to him over the years.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Well, but we worked together this past year on a Hallmark movie of the week called Our First Christmas.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, you got one thing up on him. You, sir, are on Monkey News Source.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely.
Okay, next question, dude. Tamara, you got a question?
Yeah. Do you have any advice for actors and actresses out there to sustain a career, like a really long, awesome, amazing career like yourself?
Yeah, like what would you say to people, how to succeed in this business of show?
Well, yeah, we always, the guys that I went to film school with and acting school with, our whole mantra was that you just have to outlive the competition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a thing. I hear that in business as well, the people who get off the bus, the sooner, the less successful they are.
Exactly. Stay on the
right.
bus. Stay on the
Stay
bus.
on the bus. Rebecca, we got any questions from the home viewer
We have
there?
a bunch of questions. All right, so we have, how was it like, how was it to be in a Sandler movie?
Oh, it's great.
Which
who said that?
Sandler
Who
movie
said
was
that?
that?
It was Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Yeah.
And Rob evidently decided I looked like his father, and so that's why he cast me.
That's awesome.
But it was great fun. We had a terrific time on it.
We have another one. A Soul Legend wants to know, what was your favorite job, like your favorite part that you played that gives you the most pride? That's the Soul Legend wants
that's a
to
good
know.
question.
Well, okay, so Legend. I would say probably that would be of Mice and Men. We worked on that for 13 weeks. We were on that the whole time. The whole cast was kept together. We did it almost like a play. We had a lot of time to rehearse
Was that with
it.
John Malkovich?
It was with John Malkovich and Gary Sinise. Gary also directed it. And it was a wonderful cast, and Horton Foote and Gary did the screenplay adaptation, and it was wonderful working with him.
Was that a lot of the Steppenwolf guys?
It started out a bunch of Steppenwolf guys, and they had done it originally as a play with Gary and John doing the same roles.
I'm very similar to one of the characters. Is it Lenny?
Yeah, I would say
that's
probably
good.
Lenny, or maybe the little puppy that Lenny crushes.
Well, no, that's
Oh,
the thing. 'Cause I have a thing. I have a thing. I guess it's because of my sense of touch. I have a thing for soft
Oh,
fabric.
yeah,
Yeah, I will
velvet.
touch. Later, perhaps I'll let you
Oh, thank you.
feel the
Look forward to that.
But I'm stoned. Don't mind.
Hey, Gordon.
Rebecca, we got any other questions?
Yeah,
on the
Belcher
scene?
Boy wants to know, do you like TV or movies better?
Oh, good question.
Oh, good one.
Well, I like them both the same. I like a paycheck generally, and TV usually is faster paced. Oftentimes, at least in the past, film was a little more leisurely, but that's not the case anymore. Now the bottom line has made everything just so compact, so
Yeah,
quick.
I was going to ask you about that because you work a lot, but right now Hollywood's kind of hurting. Like they've scaled back a lot of local productions in town, and are you finding the economic crunch affecting you anyhow?
Oh, absolutely. I think I've had 5 auditions so far this year. I did an episode of Better Off Ted in January. I got back and didn't work again until I was just back. I just got back from Georgia where I did Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Oh wow, how was that? How was
Someone
that?
was just asking if you've ever done a horror movie or if you like doing horror flicks.
He's a great guy, Rob Zombie, isn't he?
Oh, he's terrific, yeah. And he was so zen about the whole thing. I mean, the weather was killing them, and they were jumping all over the place and having to rewrite the script to make things work. And he was just, in the center of it all, just kind of very calm, very cool, very. But yeah, no, it was great fun. And of course, I get to be killed by Mike Meyer. I mean, what's be better than that?
Yeah, come on. That's something for the real.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Rob Zombie, I guess my next question was going to be, of all the directors you've worked with, A, who's the biggest, and B, who was your favorite, I guess. Not that I don't want you to play favorites. I don't want to ruin your career. But, who did you have a lot of fun working with?
Well, that's what's been so exciting. I've had incredibly good luck.
Because you've been in a Scorsese film.
I did, and that was really kind of an interesting experience because Scorsese and the DP, they came in every day having watched something that night before, some obscure thing, so that they could try and stump each other with it, and would talk about it in between setups. And when at one point I was back here in Los Angeles, and I got a call, and they said, Robert De Niro is doing this scene with you on the phone, and he would like it if you could be on the phone actually while he's talking to you. So we're going to keep an open line, and just when you hear the conversation, do your dialogue, and then be very quiet because the line will still be open. So we did that a number of times, and they seemed pleased with it. And about 3 weeks later, I was back up in Las Vegas to do my side of the conversation, and Scorsese said, well, Robert is in Paris right now getting an award, so he's not going to be able to do it. But I thought I would do the other half of the conversation for you. And I said, that's great.
How cool is that?
Well, it was wonderful. wonderful. Except he would start the dialogue and then would be watching what was going on in the camera or and then he would lose his place. So after trying it for about 2 or 3 times, he said, I just want to look through the camera. I'm going to let the script supervisor read it if that's the case. I said, please. It was just an experience doing it with you.
Would he try to do it in like a De Niro accent? Was it like Scorsese being like,
No, he's a wonderful actor. If you've seen him in the various roles that he's done.
That's my De Niro, by the way.
Ah, well, that was a good De Niro.
Okay. Rebecca, you got another question for
Gordon,
Richard, really?
Yeah, Gordon, it sounded like something was in your throat.
I did. I had a spark in my
Soul Legend wants to know if you like to go fishing. I don't know.
With
Soul
him?
Legend. Did we just
There's a
get
lot
something
of
from
crazy
Soul Legend?
questions.
Yeah. I like to go fishing.
Well, that's good. Dude, this show is awesome. We should do every show on. All right. So you've played a lot of cops and sheriffs. You got a few headmasters, a judge, a detective, a colonel, Deuce Bigelow's dad. Is there any role that you haven't played that you really always wanted to play, or did you ever lose a role to like Harrison Ford or something?
No, to answer the first part, the only role I haven't played that I want to play is the next one. And
Good actor, good question.
But one of the more interesting losses was I was asked to come and read at a table read for this film, and so we're sitting around with the cast that's going to do the film, and they're saying, "Oh, you're doing that role? You're doing that role?" I said, "I don't know. They just called me in." So we did the reading. The director ran to the elevator, said, "Oh, thank you. That was just terrific. I really appreciate you doing this." They called up my agent afterwards, said we really, really liked him. There's an offer out, but we'll have to see what happens. And it was one of the roles that I lost to, I think, either Gene Hackman or Bobby Duvall. So I mean, how can you complain about that, right? No, yay!
Duvall.
Hey, nah.
Here's my imitation of Duvall.
Nice.
I have a quick question for you.
Okay,
actually.
Tamara, question.
Have you ever been mistaken for somebody on the street, like walking by, and someone's like, "Hey, I know you from that
Oh, like
guy."
another celebrity, you
Yeah,
mean?
from another celebrity.
Well, for a while when I was in New York, because you're on the street all the time, for about a week I did an unscientific survey to see what people recognized me from, and about 75% was Office Space, and Gronder for Life was on the air then, so about 10% was that, and about 5% was whatever was on cable the night before, and then the rest of the people thought that I had gone to high school with them or something. But I remember taking a flight from the Bay Area down to Burbank, and I got on the back of the plane because I knew I could get off on the back, and I noticed that the stewardess was being overly attentive. Extra peanuts and stuff.
Extra tea bag for you,
and at the end of the flight, when I got to leave, she said, "I hope you enjoyed your flight, Mr. Brimley."
Someone's on the chat room just said Mr. Brimley. Or something.
Exactly.
They thought.
I would probably mistake you for either Richard Pryor
Yes.
or Brian Dole Murray.
Well, Brian Dole Murray,
Murray.
yeah, we actually get mistaken quite a bit, and we both got cast in a Pauly Shore movie called Jury Duty, and we were both obviously on the jury, so we had to be in every shot. And it wasn't until they had the whole cast together in the jury room that they realized we couldn't be on the same side of the table.
Oh, really? They didn't fire Brian Dole Murray?
Yes, I don't know what happened, but
Here's my imitation of him. I'm Bill Murray's brother.
Gordon,
What?
have you ever gotten mistaken like your looks?
Oh, me?
Like by
Me?
anybody else? Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I get mistaken quite often for King Kong. It's my physique. Rebecca, you ever get mistaken for anybody?
I do not get mistaken for anybody. No.
Really?
Yeah, no. Everybody just is like, get out of my way.
A young Demi
And I'm
Moore?
like, don't you recognize me? I was on MTV. They're like, when? 5 years ago.
Back when they had music videos.
Yeah.
Tamara, you ever get mistaken? You get Meg Tilly a lot, don't you?
I get Meg Tilly a lot. When I was a little younger, like Demi Moore, but I don't know. But yeah, Meg Tilly, someone came out to me that they thought I was in the bar in New York. And I was like, no. Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I heard a boo and I went with it. Sorry, did not mean to double boo you. All right. So unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our show.
Oh, Gordon.
So what?
I was just wondering if anybody out there has been mistaken for somebody else. Just real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Not that we know what you look like, but, just curious.
Yeah, all the guys say they've been mistaken for Brad Pitt.
There you go.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. So.
Of course they do. So in closing, what would you say if you had to pick your top 3 projects you've ever worked on? And I know your favorite is the next one, but best favorite film ever. The one that you've watched the most.
Well, it's hard to watch yourself. I have to admit that.
Really? Do you have trouble with that? Do you think?
Yeah, because you end up seeing all the things that you wish you had done better, or that you weren't happy with the way they worked out. So you can't really enjoy the film itself. You're watching your mistakes you made.
Right, man. No, that makes sense. I don't have that. Excuse me, that problem.
You don't make mistakes.
No. I make plenty of mistakes. But I happen to love watching myself. I'm a very vain chimpanzee. In fact, you guys don't know what I'm looking at when I look off camera, but it's me.
It's just mirrors.
mirrors. I'm checking my hair. So, all right. So, last final question for Richard Really. First, let's give him a big round of applause for being out here tonight.
Oh, thanks.
Because by far, Richard, I got to tell you, the most famous, successful actor we've ever had on Monkey News,
true
and it's
story.
an absolute honor and pleasure to have you here.
Well, it's been great to be here.
So here's the big, hard-hitting question. We've been keeping it softball all night.
All right.
Ever shave the mustache?
Yes.
How much would a movie have to pay you? Because some movies have to pay extra to see boobs, to see the bare breasts. But for you, is there like a rider in your agreement that says more dough, the stash comes off?
No, when I came out here, I've been doing theater, and you're used to just kind of changing your look from show to show. And I happened to have a mustache when I was out here and got cast in Ferris Bueller, and they were shooting Star Trek Next Generation right in the next soundstage at Paramount, and they kept saying, "Oh, you got to do an episode. You got to do an episode." But if you do, you have to shave your mustache, because the makeup people don't want any of your own facial hair. They want to do it. So sure enough, as soon as Ferris Bueller got canceled, I got an audition for Next Generations, went in and got cast, and they said, "Are you willing to shave your mustache?" I said, "Sure, why not? Never thought about it."
Were you an alien on the Next Generation?
I was Bataille. I was a member of an alien society that Captain Picard had to live a whole lifetime in.
Naturally.
Hey,
they really write those stories.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a great story.
Well, we here on the Monkey News Source demand our co-stars and chat girl people to actually grow mustaches in
Rebecca,
1 second. So check it out.
Rebecca, do you ever get asked to shave your mustache for roles?
Yeah, all the time. I'm like, please, guys, let me shave my mustache. It's the only job that wants me to have a mustache.
I'm going to mistake you for someone right now.
Okay, who do I look
Captain
like?
Crunch. Captain Crunch. You look just like Captain Crunch.
Or Tom Selleck.
Or Tom. You look just like Magnum P.I.
Great. Let me go solve a crime.
So we're gonna give Rebecca a chance to shave her mustache before this next segment. It is time once again for Plugorama. Yay! Looks like Plug! Oh, who does that voice? It's me. Okay. Okay. So Plugorama. Let's do a quick round robin. Let's start with Rebecca Plugorama.
All right, Plugorama. This time I'm going to ask you to go to Funny or Die and look up Sexy Dora Controversy, okay? I want to turn my video that we had. It has like 8,000 or 9,000 hits, but I want you guys all to watch it. So not right now, but tomorrow morning when there's no stream programming. Sexy Dora Controversy on Funny or Die.
I thought you were going to say we had like 8 or 9 hits.
8,000 or 9,000 hits.
But I've seen it. You guys should check it out. I've seen it. It's very, very funny.
It's funny.
I'd love to see you guys make more of them, because I thought
think
that was
we
hilarious.
will. I think we will.
Okay, so Plugorama. Where are we?
You are wasted.
Plugorama. Tamara Malaga.
Hello. So if anybody looking for children's clothing, check it out. It's veraplum.com. Cool little baby clothes for your tots. And joshandtamara.com. Go on there, joshandtamara.com. You'll see the schedule for our LA Comedy Festival. We have 3 dates. It's at the Acme Theater, and they're May 3rd, 11th, and 14th. Also, we have a Sunday show called Ultimate at the Ultimate Theater on Sunday, April 26th. So check it out, joshandtamara.com for the schedule.
Outstanding, outstanding. And Plugorama Richard Really.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Give me a toke of that.
Yeah. Richard's too high to tell you right now, but he's got lots of shows in a lot of movies in pre-production and post-production. He's working all the time, so keep a lookout for that. He's got reruns of his old sitcoms on air, so go check
Just
all
watch
those out.
TV at anything. Just watch anything.
Yeah, just watch anything. You watch TV and you will see Richard Really. And
Cheap cable late
Plugorama,
at night.
me, I want you guys to come back here and check us out live once again here May 4th for Monkey News Source. Our next guest is from The Daily Show and Observe and Report, Dan Beckett-all. I always mess up his last name. Great guy that we're really excited to have him. He's one of many. Schleppy. Schleppy! Get out of my shot. Okay. All right. So plug around with me. So from everybody here at the Monkey News Source, from Rebecca and the whole team, and Brian Gramo in the booth, and for Brian Steele, our chat warm-up girl, we'd like to thank everybody for coming. The Peanut Gallery, and take care of yourself. Happy 420. Don't stay up too late, you stoners. And that's it. So from the Monkey News Source, I'm Gordon Goodall, and that's the whole rack of bananas.
Yay!
All right.
Huh?
Hey everybody, my name's Brian. I run the Stream.tv. Coming to the end of 420 here at the Stream.tv Studios 3.0. It's live interactive television. No, it's me. It's my 420 voice. It's my 420 voice. Hey guys, this is Adam Sandler, the Weed song. Yeah. Oh yeah. Guy, let's get another hand for Richard at home. I know you're at home. You're in your den. You're in your living room. Maybe you have a specific room for your interwebs watching. I want to remind you that we are live and interactive every weeknight and soon Fridays. One of the weekend nights coming soon. 2 or 3 shows a night. You can check the schedule. Just click on shows at thestream.tv. I want to remind everyone that all this programming is brought to you by Evo Energy Drink. It's energy evolved. We got the sugar-free pomegranate. We got the citrus bliss right up at the front there. And then you got the little guys. You got the little shot guys right there. You got the little energy shot there. You got the lemon lime. You got this. My name's Brian. I run the joint. Can I get one of those huge spleeps? Later, Andrew. Did you enjoy the show? Nice. And thank you to Andrew McGregor of the Tiziano Project, tizianoproject.org, or the tizianoproject.org. Guys, Rich is going to do a shout out in just a little bit. Someone's explaining it to him. So stay tuned. He's going to be around. Wait, it's a real dude? Brian, I'm coming couch surfing when I come to audition for movies, okay? I'll bring you weed as a house gift. Shikama, I mean, are you a guy or a girl? Because actually, believe it or not, it's not cool if you're a girl right now. But if you're a guy, it's okay. If you're a guy, it's okay right now. Guys, listen, how do you win some free Evo? Just by retweeting things. Maybe you don't know Twitter, but it's twitter.com/thestream.tv. When we tweet things, you should retweet them, because we randomly pick days where we're going to give you a free case of Evo Energy Drink just for retweeting our things. We won't tell you what days to keep you in the habit, but we got a little over 1,500 Twitter followers, and if all those people retweeted all the time, I'd be able to give you better stuff than just this. But if this is your first time here, is it a guy or a girl? It's a guy? Great. Then it's fine. No, if you're a guy, it's cool, but I can't have any ladies over my house anymore. So guys, you're watching the Stream.tv. Please subscribe to us on Stickam.com and Ustream.tv. Make a favorite. Make a favorite there over on the old Justin.tv. Great. Oh wait.
My room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah, cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high.
We got to add that to the mix. I'm going to actually hold off on that because we're going to go out to Richard's shout out and then we got to get to our post show. It's 11 o'clock here at the Stream.tv. Guys, please sign up for us on Twitter. Sign up for us on Twitter right now because if you're new, just don't forget about it. There's lots of great shows here like filmmaking, like video games. Oh, by the way, if I haven't said it yet, we give away an Xbox 360 every month. Just shipped out Marches. We want to give another one out. We'll give you 5 chances to win tomorrow and there's a grand prize at the end. All you got to do is watch the game show. It's at 10 o'clock tomorrow. And if you guys are fans of G4, Allison Hayslip of G4 is a guest back tomorrow. So I'm very happy about that. And there's also someone else tentatively booked from G4 coming up that I can't say just yet. But Allison Hayslip will be here along with Nicole Z. We also have Gweeds and Jim. They're all back. We're going to get out to the studio again for our Richard shout out. Richard, did you have a good time, Richard?
Can you get a room here?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. That's good. Good move, Rich.
Oh,
Nice, Rich.
is Richard ready?
Yes. 2 seconds.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Hey, Richard, did you have a good time?
Is it you bring Schleppy down a little?
Oh, here we go. Guys, what's going on over there, by the way?
Ready?
What's going on over there, by the way?
One more.
Take a picture.
Oh, they're taking a picture.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was great.
All right, cool.
Good, thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
Richard, do your thing.
Thanks, Richard.
Okay, look.
Okay, that's what I was wondering what was going on. Richard, did you have a good time?
I'm sorry, you had a great time. Are you kidding me? It was a blast.
Okay, cool. Could we give him a puppet or something because people pressed against him and got his shirt darker on his right side? So let's give him a puppet or something. Let's get Schleppy in there, maybe. I don't know.
Just cover his shoulder.
Just cover my duck shoulder there, yeah.
There you go.
He's doing a shout.
And don't cover up the Monkey News Source logo too much. So, Richard, what I'm going to do is... oh, that's so cute.
Where do you want it?
Guys, quiet please. Quiet please. That's good, Schleppy. That's good. Richard, so whatever you think, I think maybe the office is maybe the recognizable or whatever project you'd like to say. Did they walk you through the shout out?
Sure.
No, we did not.
Okay, well, here's what I would say, Richard. I would say, hi, I'm director Brian Gramo from the Stream.tv, and you're
Okay.
watching the Stream.tv.
Okay.
That's what I would do. But first, I'm going to ask you to say hello to some people in the chat room. You're going to just repeat after me. Just say hello to Casper.
Hey, Casper.
Who else was being fun? Say hello to Blue Rivers.
Hello, Blue Rivers.
Now, these people are in a different country, generally probably hidden in a basement somewhere. Say hello to Vegs.
What, who's that?
Vegs.
Hey, how you doing, Beggs?
And let's say, who's probably new? Miterbox.
Well, how you doing, Butterbox?
I like Miterbox. And he doesn't get it very often. He does a lot of work for the stream. Justin77.
Justin77, how you doing?
Oh, there's one last new person, Mr. Caboose.
Mr. Caboose, good talking to you.
See, this is like the romper room segment of the show, but like we're really saying their names. We're really saying their names. All right, I'm gonna give you a count in. I'm gonna say 3, 2. We'll all imagine the 1, and then you'll do your shout out. We'll do
Okay.
2 or 3 takes.
Great.
Quiet, please, all around. Please settle. And in 3, 2.
Hey, this is Richard Reilly from Office Space, and you're watching the Stream.com. .tv, thank you.
We'll do it one more time. That was cool. Casper said, "This is awesome." Well, we do this a lot, so come back. Please come back. Here we go. Quiet, please. Settle. And in 3, 2.
Hey, this is Richard Reilly from Office Space, and you're watching the Stream.tv.
What are you doing between my head?
Guys, don't laugh right after I hold it for like a couple seconds. Here we go. One last time. Third time's a charm. Here we go, guys. In 3. Quiet, please. 2.
This is Richard Reilly from Office Space, and you're watching the Stream.tv, aren't you there, buddy?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was the best one yet. All right, guys, set it for post show. Richard, you were amazing. Thank you so much.
Can I get him to do one?
Oh, yes.
Monkey News Source?
Yes, we'll do the Monkey News Source. Didn't mean to start the Afro Man just
You're
yet.
chill.
We'll have you say I finished this one, and you're watching Monkey News Source. And quiet, please, all around. In 3, 2.
Hey, this is Richard Reilly from Office Space on the Stream.tv, and you're watching the Monkey News Source.
You're Richard who?
Richard Reilly.
Oh, wrong guy. Wrong guy.
Hey!
Awesome. Thank you very much. Set it for post show,
Thank
guys.
you.
Set it for post show.
Thank you very much. That was great.
I don't care about nothing, man.
Guys, we'll be right back with your post show. We are live. It's still 4:20 here in the West Coast, 4:21 for maybe some of you other people. It's not over yet. We're going to go for another couple minutes. Hang tight. We'll chat with you. Stand by. Evo, drink it.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah. I was gonna clean my room until I got high. I was gonna get up and find the broom, but then I got high. My room is still messed up, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah, cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. La da 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 da. I was gonna go to class before I got high. Come on, y'all. Check it out. I could have cheated and I could have passed, but I got high. La da. I'm taking it next semester, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah, cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. I was gonna go to work, but then I got high. I just got a new promotion, but I got high. Now I'm selling dope, and I know why. Why, man? Hey, cause I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. La da 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 da. I was gonna go to court before I got high. I was gonna pay my child support, but then I got high. No, you wasn't. La da. They took my whole paycheck.